Week 12. Bring on Week 12 in the NFL here on Sports Static. It's time to get fanatic on Sports Static. Oh, this is going to be a good week. Bring it. Bring it. This is going to be a damn good week here. You know, who even knows what the hell's going on in these weeks anymore? Can you guys tell me? I've had the worst combination of weeks I've ever had. In the last 3 weeks, it's been devastating. Devastating, I said. But here we are. Week 12. The stakes are high. The stakes are high. We're going to get into this live now, early on, guys. We're going to fly through these games. We're going to figure out what the hell's going on today. Get through this early. I want to hear you guys now today, okay? If you're going to give me a bunch of ship high in transit, I want to hear it today, okay? Don't be shy. You want to give me ship high in transit? Bring it. Here it is. Ship high in transit. Bring it to me today. Bring it to me. I want it. If you're going to give me a bunch of SHIT, ship high in transit, then bring it to me. All right, guys, check it out. As you see floating across the bottom of the screen, as usual, you guys can go to lmotv.com if you're having problems, okay? If you're having problems with your stream, you can check it out there. You can also go check out the stream on YouTube, on Lipa Live on YouTube. You can check it out there. Well, there's many different areas for you guys to look at it and check it out. I want you to make sure that you're getting a good, clear stream. If you guys want to join the show live with me, back to back, you guys want to go at it with me, you can join the show via Facebook, and I put the link right there. Everybody who's watching from Facebook, you can see right there where I'll hide and then show it. Boom, showing it again. Hit that link and you will be able to join me via that link right there. You guys are watching this from YouTube or from Live Media Outlet, livemediaoutlet.com. Here's your link right here. This is a way for you guys to join me on the show, okay? It's a way for you guys to join me on the show. Let's get going. Let's get rocking and rolling right through this today, guys. Go right over real quick of what happened on the Thanksgiving Day games. Thanksgiving Day, you saw what we always see every time. I had my sister on the Thanksgiving. We were at my mom's. My sister's got her Detroit Lions hat on, which she took off. It was like her good luck charm. Took it off. She took it off right before the football field goal. And I told her, going into the fourth quarter, you know, we're from Detroit. And I said, look, we're born and bred for this. We will have the game, and we will maintain the lead in that game until there's 30 seconds left, and then we will lose it. We were raised this way. That is the nature of a Detroit fan. We couldn't be more used and abused and served like hell. This is what we grew up with, if you're a Detroit fan. And sure enough, with seconds left in that game, and then here goes the field goal from Chicago, and I got my sister in front of the TV, and she's going something like, Noonan. And sure enough, she was let down, surprisingly enough. She was shocked. If you are a Detroit Lions fan, it's part of your makeup of your childhood. You know how to lose. You become okay with it. I say it all the time, Detroit, owned by Ford family. Build your damn football team like you build your damn pickup truck, I said. Or how do you build that pickup truck? I'm just saying. That's what happened. Rob, how's it going? He's dropping in to say hi. He says, go Pack, go. That's a tough game for these Packers today. It's a tough game, Rob, for these Packers today. And Rob, I'm just going to tell you right now, before you go bye-bye, Rob, I got the Rams. Speaking of Detroit, the former quarterback of Detroit, Matthew Stafford's getting it done with another team. He's going to get a chance to get into the playoffs with this team. You'll see. But today, big game, close game. I'm giving it to the Rams. I always say defense wins games. I think I'm going to like the Rams' defensive efforts better today than I am of that of the Green Bay Packers. I'm taking the Rams today. Sorry, Rob. Sorry. Also on Thanksgiving, we had the Raiders put the whipping up on the Dallas Cowboys. Look, the Raiders are sitting at 6-5. Dallas, that was a big game for Dallas, guys. A big game for Dallas, okay? There's still a lot left in this season, okay? But when you look at today with Dallas sitting at 7-4, okay? I know what you're saying. They've got a comfortable spot right there at the top of the NFC East. However, Philly gets a win today, okay? If Philly gets a win today over the Giants, the Eagles are going to be at 500 at 6-6. Plenty of time left here. Plenty of time left here. Same. Dallas got to get their ship high in transit together. Buffalo. Buffalo says, hey, hang on a second. I know we've had some tough games, but let me show you how we're going to take care of these Saints. The Saints, the New Orleans Saints, the Who Dat Nation, who most of the time, every time the Saints lose, notoriously, it's everybody else's fault. Everybody. Except for the New Orleans Saints. Oh, the turf was bad. Oh, the field was bad. Oh, it's the referees. The referees are being paid bonuses to make bad calls against us. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a penalty on every play. I'm just saying. The Saints under 500 after getting their asses whipped by Buffalo. The Saints are under 500 after getting their asses whipped by Buffalo. Buffalo made a statement, 31-6. Buffalo improves to 7-4. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal, guys. Why? Because Buffalo moved right back up in the first place. Of course, we're going to see what happens today. You got New England today that are at home. Titans are going to New England. Guys, this is a game to pay attention to, the Titans, okay? The Titans are at the Patriots today. Now, when I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, remember, just fade back to a couple of weeks ago of who the Titans were. Just fade back to a couple of weeks ago. The Titans right now are sitting at 8-3, okay? The Patriots 7-4, same record as Buffalo, okay? The same record as Buffalo. The difference is that the Patriots got a loss in the division, and Buffalo's 3-0 in their division, so Buffalo is currently in first place. However, with a win with the Patriots today, the Patriots will move to 8-4 and will take the lead in the division, okay? This is a division to watch. The AFC East, guys, is a division to watch because Buffalo is going to be fighting tooth and nail to win this division. They had enough of New England over a 20-year period of time, okay? They did. Last year, they finally said, hello, guess what? We're going to go ahead and take this division over again after a 20-year stint. So that's that. Now, Tennessee today. Did I take Tennessee to beat the Patriots? Did I take Tennessee to get back to their winning ways? They were the best team in football, statistically, with wins or losses here a couple weeks ago. Well, let me tell you what New England Patriots have. They have Tom Brady, too. Okay, Mac Jones. I'm telling you guys, remember, this kid's a rookie. He's a rookie quarterback. Has anybody been paying attention to this kid's arm? His accuracy? When you have an accurate arm like this kid, and then you're going up against a team of the Titans, the Tennessee Titans, who are actually ranked 27th against the pass. Did you hear what I said there? The Tennessee Titans are ranked 27th against the pass. And when you have an offensive coordinator of McDaniels at New England, we know the pedigree there. Hello. The young, outstanding quarterback, Mac Jones, going up against a defense that's ranked 27th against the pass. Can you guess what you're going to see today? Can you guess what you're going to see today? Mac Jones going to tear up that secondary for the Titans. I'm just saying. All right, guys, let's get into some Sunday games here. Let me just go ahead and run through these Sunday games for you right away. Excuse me. I'm going to grab my water. I'm wetting the whistle here. Oh, that's so good. Okay, guys, Sunday games. Let's run through this right away here. Let's start this off. The Bucs travel to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. These are 1 o'clock games. Okay, Bucs at 7-3. The Colts at 6-5. Look, you guys know we're broadcasting from Tampa. It's been my home, just outside of the Tampa Bay area. It's been my home for the last 30 years. As a kid, I was in Detroit. That's tough being a football fan as a kid, okay? Yeah, there was some good players, but they never supported the whole thing. So I came here and went through some more rough years with the Buccaneers till finally the Glazers bought the team and started making changes to have a winning football team that you'd think that the Ford Motor Company would do for Detroit. No. That being said, I am a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, and I pull for the Buccaneers, but not every week. And you guys have watched this show over the last 4 years. You know that. I don't just say Bucks every time because I live here. That's making picks based on your emotions. And I tell you guys that all the time. Would you bet your house on it? Because then you start thinking up here. You've got to remove yourself from these emotional picks if you're going to make picks. Because I want your football knowledge. That's what I want. So today, if we're talking about that, okay, if we're talking about that football knowledge, we're looking at the Colts hosting the Buccaneers today. First thing I want to know is how are the Colts going to do at home defending the run against the Buccaneers? Which I'm thinking the Buccaneers run game still has a lot to give. I believe this could be a great run team depending on the amount of touches these running backs get. And I believe you got to heat Fournette up. You got to give them the ball, give them the ball, give them the ball. All right, so with that being said, Indianapolis Colts ranks in there at 19. 19, okay? There's 18 teams better than them at stopping the run. Guess who's the best at stopping the run? The Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are best at stopping the run. Flat out. They're the best at stopping the run. Now, if we look at this and we think of this, this is important. Why? Well, because Indianapolis Colts are ranked number 3 running the football. You guys know a very recent what they can do on the ground. You know this. We've watched it, okay? So, with the Colts coming in, they're going to test right away, guys. They're going to come, and they are going to test that Buccaneer defense and say, hey, we're coming at you. We are coming at you. We're going to test that out. It's amazing what happened in 1 year, okay? In 1 year, it's amazing what happened to the Buccaneers and their running offense. It really is, because in just 1 year out, if you look at it, it's just such a difference in what the Bucs had. They really mixed it up, and now you're hoping you're going to see that more as you're going through the season and you're going into the playoffs. Playoffs, okay? Because last year, when you look at it, Tampa Bay, let's see. I had to eat my words on that, guys. Here I am trying to give you guys good information. It was more about their passing offense than it was anything else. Come on, John, you're better than this, I said. Better. Anyway, let me get right back to where I was, guys. Essentially, what you have to have happen here, okay? The Indianapolis Colts, their defense is going to have to stop Tom Brady and the Buccaneers from this passing attack, okay? The passing attack. And that's what you're going to see today that's really, to me, going to be a deciding factor, because the Colts are ranked number 24 against the pass, okay? 24 against the pass. So, with that being said, you can guarantee Tom Brady and his receivers are licking their chops today when they're going up against a pass defense in the Indianapolis Colts, who only has 8 teams worse than them in the pass. 23 teams in the NFL are better at defending the pass than that of the Indianapolis Colts. With that being said, it's a no-brainer, guys. A no-brainer why I would be picking the Buccaneers to win this game, okay? It's a no-brainer why I would be picking the Buccaneers, okay? All right, moving along here, guys. I want to move along here because I want to go through this kind of quick here. You guys already probably knew what I was going to do there. Buccaneers are at the Colts. The Buccaneers are going to improve to 8-3, and Indianapolis is going to end up at 6-5. And when you look at that, guys, these divisions are so tight right now, and I'll tell you why. I'm calling for the Patriots to win today and beat Tennessee, which means Tennessee's 8-4. Okay? The Colts needed this game to improve to 7-5 and be a game out. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Instead, the Buccaneers' record improves to 8-3, and they were going to increase that deficit in the NFC South. My opinion on that one. Moving on. The Jets are at the Texans. The Jets at the Texans. You know, I've went through this, and I went through this several times, okay? And I'm thinking, okay, these are two lousy teams, okay? They're lousy. It's games that I don't get very interested in, okay? It's hard for me to get interested in these games when you got the Texans have won 2 games this year, and so have the Jets. You're just not sparking my interest much on that. Scott, what's going on? Scott comes in and says Rams are going to beat Green Bay today. Scott, I agree with you. And I did pick the Rams to win that game. I picked the Rams to win that game. We'll get into that. Clock management and Stafford throwing accurately and receivers catching all day. I'm with you on that, Scott. I am with you on that. Green Bay Packers, their passing defense is number 8. Okay? Number 8. The Rams are at number 13. So it's not too big of a difference right there. Okay? It's not too big of a difference right there. I think where you're going to see, and what you'd like to see, is you like to see if teams can control the clock with more runs, especially if you get into a fourth quarter and you're wanting that clock as your friend to run that clock off, okay? And with that being said, the Rams' rushing defense is just better at that. So I think it's going to be a little tougher for Green Bay to run the ball today. They're going to rely on Aaron Rodgers. So it's very important that the defense for the passing defense for the Rams show up today. And I think we're going to have a great game. Don't get me wrong. This isn't just going to be an easy game. Okay? It's not. I'm looking at this as the game of the week. It's the game of the week, Scott. The game of the week. But I got the Rams to win it. Victor, how's it going? Victor says, Falcons got to win today, or the season is over, from a Falcon fan. You know, Victor, and I look at that, and I'm thinking, I know mathematically we can say that the Falcons' season isn't over. They're 4-6, okay? 4-6. And mathematically, it's not. But Victor, to me, it would be very hard for me to imagine that the Atlanta Falcons are going to finish and find themselves in a wild card playoff position. This just isn't that year for them. And, okay, great, they're your team. You emotionally get attached to them, Victor. But think about your team and who your team is. And if you think that your team has what it takes to be a playoff team, you know, Victor, I just don't see that. I really do not see the Atlanta Falcons of being anything close to what we would visualize as being a playoff team. Playoffs? I'm sorry. I just don't. What's going on here? Rick, what's up? Rick Miller. He says, my Ravens are beating the Browns tonight. Boy, I'm having some differences here. You guys know how horrible I've been at my picks lately, though. I've been horrible at my picks. So who the hell am I? I will tell you I got the Browns. Okay? Now, Rick, let me shed a little light here, Rick. Rick, I'm not just picking the Browns just because. Like, it's not like, oh, I got the Browns and I'm taking the Browns. Let me shed a little bit of light on this for you, Rick. Rick, it's always about defense for me. Is there an exception to that rule? Yes. Sometimes the offensive coordinators find the hole in that defense and they attack it. A weak link. Maybe there's a corner out. Maybe there's a safety out. Maybe I got some second string, third string guys in here I'm going to attack. If I'm an offensive coordinator, that's what I'm going to do. But I do look at the defense. I always. And when I'm looking at that defense, I know something here. The Ravens are great at stopping the run. They are. Okay? They're great at stopping the run. But not so much so, necessarily so, are they great at stopping one of the best teams at the run, right? I'm just saying. So, yes, the Ravens are great at stopping the run. They're ranked number 2, right behind Tampa Bay, okay? But, however, Cleveland, okay, is the best rushing offense. So when you look at where Baltimore is at stopping the run, not so much so if you're playing against the best running team, okay? Now, that being said, stay with me here, Rick. Stay with me. When you're running that football and Baker Mayfield gets a little bit of that pressure off of his shoulders and he can make some accurate passes, they don't have to be way downfield, nickel and dimes. Okay? Baker Mayfield is going up against a defense in the Ravens that are ranked 29th against the pass. This is important, guys. This is important because the Raven defense, run defense, has to show up, linebackers in and prepared to stop this run. Okay? When you're focused on the run against the best running offense there is, and you have a 29th ranked pass defense, there's only 3 teams worse than you in pass defense. That's why I'm going with the Browns today. Because we know about the Browns defense. Okay, we know about the Browns defense. We've paid good attention to the Browns defense. They're not too bad. Ranked 10th against the run. They're not too bad. Okay? Ranked 9th against the pass. That's a well-balanced defense. Okay? 9th against the pass, 10th against the run. So, Rick, I'm not crapping on the party here. Okay? I'm not. And I know Ravens are at home. But I take the Browns to win this game today. And with taking the Browns to win that game today, that's a big deal, guys. It's a huge deal when you start looking as we're narrowing down here in the season. We start looking, and you look at these division standings. It is a big deal, okay? Cleveland's sitting at 6-5. Guys, don't be confused. They're in last place, okay? They're in last place. But first place in that division's only 7-3. So if Cleveland wins this game today, they will be 7-5, okay? Baltimore at 7-4. It's a tight division, guys. The AFC North is a tight division, guys. It's tight. You got Baltimore. Here's the AFC North. Baltimore's at 7-3. The Bengals are at 6-4. Pittsburgh Steelers at 5-4. Hello. And the Cleveland Browns at 6-5. That's a tight division, guys. Tight divisions. Okay, Scott comes up and says, are the Browns still using their second string QB? I don't believe it, that they are. We'll see. Give me the update on that if you got it, Scott. Give me the update on that if you got it. Anyway, Rick, that's where I went with you on that one, Rick. Moving along here. Guys, you got the Falcons at the Jaguars. I got the Falcons to win that game today. Okay? I hear what you say earlier with the Falcons. They got to win today or the season's over. I think as far as we talk about with the Falcons and their season being over, I'm not so sure how many of us can actually visualize the Falcons being good enough to secure a wild card, because that's what it would be. They're in the same division as the Buccaneers. Okay? That I'm not so sure how many of us can visualize the Falcons securing a wild card playoff spot, Victor. But I do have them winning today and beating the Jaguars. Okay? Yes, I do. We've got the Jets at the Texans. I got the Texans to win that game. Boring game. The 5-6 Eagles travel to New Jersey. Did you hear what I said? They travel to New Jersey to take on the Giants. They're going to be called the New Jersey Giants. You're welcome, New Jersey. Who said you didn't have a football team? They're the New Jersey Giants, I said. Who said you didn't have a football team? Jersey. I've got the Eagles winning that game. I like what I see. Aside from the fact that the Eagles, okay, are 5-6, okay? Aside from the fact the Eagles are 5-6, I like what I see in the Eagles right now, okay? Dallas is sitting at 7-4. Okay, if you get the Eagles to win today and they improve to 500, 6-6, they're 2 games out. There's a lot of time left from Dallas. That division, the NFC East, is still up in the air. It is. Still up in the air. A lot of games left, guys. A lot of games left. So I'm taking the Eagles to win that game. The Panthers at the Dolphins. I had to scratch my head on this several times, okay? And what did I do when I scratched my head on this? Scott, you put up a link. I don't know what it is. You'd be better off just telling us. Baker Mayfield, shake off injuries, Browns, Ravens. Scott, you'd be better off just put it in there what you got. Or we're going to click a link. I appreciate your enthusiasm, Scott. I really do. But I can't click on that right now during the show. Okay. Moving along here, guys. I did pick so the Panthers at the Dolphins. Look, a lot of things I like, okay? There's so many things I like. First and foremost, what I like about the Panthers. You look at the Panthers. Don't let it be so much as you're looking at the Panthers that they're 5-6. A game under 500. Second place in their division, yes. Second place to the 7-3 Buccaneers. It's a big deal. Their pass defense is number 1. Okay? Their pass defense is number 1. Okay? So that's a big deal right there. All right? Now, their rush defense is ranked 23. Okay? So, when I think about this, I'm thinking, okay, can Miami run the ball? Can Miami run the ball against them? You look at Miami's run game, it's horrible. Miami's run game is horrible. They're ranked 29th in the run. Thank you, Scott. Scott, I really appreciate you, brother. Scott comes up and says Baker is playing to win with his legs, not with his arm. Well, I don't see ever Baker winning with his legs. His running backs will win the game with their legs, but Baker's not going to win the game with his legs. He's not scrambling around and going to win the game with his legs. Baker is going to win the game today with his arm. He is. You'll see. And the reason why I say that is because of how bad the Ravens are against the pass. I see a great run game tonight. Okay? If the Browns stick with the run. But Baker Mayfield can nickel and dime this horrible pass defense of the Ravens. If he's starting, that means his arm is good enough, better than the second string option. That's the way I look at it. Thanks for that update, Scott. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Where was I? Oh, that's right. So Miami's rush defense. Where are you, Miami? They're right in here at 16. Okay, their pass defense is last, guys. Last, which is such a shock to me. A shock. So then I start looking at who is this Miami football team? Who is it? Well, they're very good. They're very good late in the season over the last couple years. They're very good. But I got to tell you, I believe today, even though Cam Newton has lost his last 8 or 9 starts for the Panthers, going back to 2018. Even with that being said, Cam Newton lost I believe it's his last 8 starts as a Panther, being a starting quarterback as a Panther. When he starts the game, he's lost. The last 8 times he started, he lost, going back to 2018. I was going to take the Dolphins at home today. Okay? But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to think that the Dolphins... this is so hard for me because I don't like Cam Newton too much as a passer. He's a dual threat if he's coached properly. You know, I'll tell you what. It's very rare for me to do this. It's very rare. I'm going to leave that. You know, right now, I'll tell you guys what I got. Right now, I've got the Dolphins to win at home. But I'm not real confident with that pick. To me, it's a close game. To me, it's a close game. And because it's so close to me, I'm going to give 3 points to home field advantage. And that's why right now I have the Dolphins circled. Okay? But I'm not sure I can stick with that. We'll get back to that. You guys help me on that one. You guys help me on that one. The Titans are at the Patriots. I touched on this earlier in the show. Okay? And what I touched on earlier in the show is that you got the real deal, okay, in your rookie quarterback. It's not something I've just seen. The whole NFL is on notice. And all the fans for each and every one of the 32 NFL teams can see this. It's like Brady, too. Mac Jones is the real deal. He's a great pocket passing quarterback. He seems to be having a high football IQ and an incredible accuracy with the ball. When you got a high football IQ and you're an accurate passer, you've got a long NFL career ahead of you. And when in the week you're playing a team that's ranked 27th out of 32 teams. Okay? Do the math. There's 5 teams worse than you. 26 better at stopping the pass. So you're asking the 27th ranked passing defense in the Titans to stop Mac Jones. Okay. That's going to be tough. Patriots passing offense is ranked number 11 with their rookie quarterback. That says something right there. Overall offense, they are ranked number 6. Okay? That's why I got the Patriots winning that game today. Patriots win that. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel on the road to the Cincinnati Bengals. I've got Cincy winning this game, guys. And look, again, boy, it really you start looking, these divisions are tight. And this is a big game. Why is this a big game? Well, I'll tell you why. You guys already know I took the Browns to beat the Ravens. If that happens today, the Ravens' record will be 7-4. 7-4 with a divisional loss. Okay? With a divisional loss. They've only played one divisional game so far. Cincy wins today, they're 7-4. Which means they're going to be 3-1 in the division. Okay? They're going to move into first place today. Okay? The Pittsburgh Steelers are 6-4. 6-4. They're 1-1 in their division. Okay? So, here's where we're looking at. If Pittsburgh wins today, they will be 6-4 with the advantage in the division. No, actually, they'll still be tied. They'll be tied. No, I'm sorry. Guys, let me get this right. Pittsburgh wins today. They will move into second place. I'm sorry. Okay? Pittsburgh wins today. They'll be moving into second place in the AFC North. Ravens are still going to hold first place with a loss. Unless the Bengals win. Are you guys... You know what I need to mix this up? I need to get my funk on. I'm sorry, guys. That's what's going on here. Scott, I see you. You're saying the Rams are only 1.5 favors in this game. I see you. Okay, I see that. Those favorites, sometimes you got to look at that in the favorites there. Cincinnati's favored. I know. I see you with that. I do. I see you with that. Cincinnati's 3.5-point favorites because it's a home game. You always give the home team 3 points, even though they're not doing that with Green Bay. I see you. Let me get back to where I was here, guys. Okay? Because I'm telling you, the AFC North is a tight race. A tight race. Only 2 games are losses. Only 2 losses separate first place from last place. Cleveland wins today, they become 7-5. Okay? 7-5. If Cincy wins today, which I think they will beat Pittsburgh, they will become 7-4. With the Baltimore loss, they will be 7-4. But Cincinnati, with better divisional wins, will move up into first place. So Cincy's got a chance to take first place today. The rest of that division is a tight race all the way through, guys. All the way through. So pay attention to that. That's a tight division, guys. And it's going to be right through the end. I got the Bengals beating Pittsburgh today. The Falcons are at the Jaguars. We already talked about this game. I told you guys I got the Falcons to win that one. The Chargers at the Broncos. Chargers at 6-4. Broncos at 5-5. I just believe the Chargers, a better team. A tough division. Broncos at the bottom of that at 5-5. But in reality, you look at that. The Denver Broncos are batting .500 right now. They've won 5, they've lost 5. Do you know first place Kansas City Chiefs are 7-4. They only have one less loss than last place. That's it. Kansas City's on a bye week, okay? The Chargers win today, which I have them beating the Broncos. The Chargers will improve to 7-4, okay? And as a division, they will be 3-0 in the division and move into first place. Kansas City has a bye week today. So the Chargers beating the Broncos today can move in to first place. And I'm going to tell you guys right now what's crazy. It's another tight division in the AFC West. Tight division. The worst team's 5-5. The best is 7-4. It's a tight race. So there you have that. That's my stance on that one. Chargers beat the Broncos and take over first place in their division. Here's that game, which I think Scott is the best game of the week. I really do. The 7-3 Rams travel to the 8-3 Packers. This is going to be a great game today. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, if you want to talk about a tough division there, you got the Arizona Cardinals, okay? Arizona Cardinals at 9-2. Hello? 9-2, guys. How about that? At 9-2. Sorry, guys. And the Cardinals and the Chiefs are on the bye week. Cardinals and the Chiefs on the bye week. Okay? So, you can get back into this. The Rams at 7-3 with the win today will improve to 8-3. 8-3. Okay? Cardinals are sitting in first place on the bye week. The Rams, okay, you start looking at the NFC with the Rams, if they move into 8-3 today, okay, they're looking really good at this wild card spot right now if it stays the way it does, okay? The Rams look great. Scott comes back and says Murray is still too short, but Scott, you know when you say that, you're questioning what is really happening. If he's too short, where does he rank against the other 31 quarterbacks in the NFL? Scott. So take a look at that for me, Scott, when you got an extra minute, and see where Murray ranks against the other 31 quarterbacks in the NFL, okay? Then just imagine if he was freaking 4 inches taller. But I'm just saying, it's pretty obvious to us all, if you're paying attention, that Murray's height has not stopped him from being a successful quarterback in the NFL. And those are just facts, Scott. Those are facts. Those are facts. Green Bay sitting at 8-3. They lose today to the Rams. They're going to be 8-4. Okay, 8-4. Minnesota, I have losing to the 49ers today. So if Green Bay loses and Minnesota loses, that means Green Bay is going to be 8-4. Minnesota in second place will be 5-6. Green Bay Packers in the NFC North pretty much are going to win that division, guys. You'll see. Scott, we know who won and Rams beating the Cardinals in the second game. But that doesn't have anything to do, okay, with the height of a quarterback. You don't judge the height of a quarterback on one game. If a quarterback was too short to perform in the NFL, he wouldn't be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Simple as that. It's the production, overall production. But yeah, I know. Trust me. I've said it from the beginning, Scott. The only thing that's going to stop the Rams from going to a Super Bowl is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. San Francisco is at home. Again, you're going to give 3 points to the home team. The only thing that's going to stop the Rams from going to the Super Bowl will be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's it. The NFC Championship game, I believe at the end, will be the Rams and the Buccaneers. Still believe that? I said that week one. Scott, what you did in the past is over. You beat the Buccaneers. I get it. Lots of teams beat them last year. But nobody beat them in the playoffs. Playoffs? What you do in the regular season is completely different from what happens in the playoffs. Now, you know that, Scott. I know you know that, Scott. Do you see how bad New Orleans beat the Buccaneers in the regular season? Just saying. And then everybody had the Buccaneers to lose every playoff game. On the road, 3 games. And then everybody had them to lose the Super Bowl. Instead, what the Buccaneers did was expose and show every other NFL team how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs and have them right now as where you're not even sure that the Chiefs can win their division this season. I'll go back to where I was. Back to where I was. I got the Chargers beating. I got the Rams. Listen to this, Scott. You ready? I've got the Rams beating the Packers today. The Rams beating the Packers today. Now, why would I pick the Rams to beat the Packers? The Packers, they got a pretty good pass defense. They're ranked in right there at number 8 in their pass defense. Okay? Pretty good pass defense there for Green Bay. Rams got an okay pass defense too, somewhere around the middle, actually 13th. Okay? The Rams' rushing defense is ranked number 6. And That defense for the Rams is going to look to get after Aaron Rodgers. He will have to win the game with his arm, much like that of Matthew Stafford that we know will anyway. Okay? We just know who you have there. Okay? But if the Green Bay Packers have a problem where Matthew Stafford can hand the ball off and get a running game going today, that's where I think the trouble's going to be for Green Bay. If the Rams can get any sort of running game going against Green Bay, I think that'll be the difference maker today. That'll be the difference maker today. But I do have the Rams beating the Packers today. The Vikings travel to the 49ers. I mean, not a real exciting game for me. Scott, what's up? Scott says OBJ opens up the game today. If Woods wasn't hurt, the Rams' passing game would be impossible to stop. Scott, I will tell you this right now. I think OBJ is one of the most selfish receivers in the NFL. Prima donna. If you watch OBJ practice, we talking about practice? He practices catching the ball with one hand. With one hand, which will create a conditioned response, a learned behavior in game time. And I watched his last game as a Cleveland Brown, where he had the opportunity to catch a go-ahead touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield, both of his arms capable and free, not being held by a defender, yet he went up with one hand. He had an opportunity to turn towards the ball, both hands up. He put the outside hand up only to grab it with one hand and didn't make the catch because he's always looking to make the highlight reel. He practices that way? Practice? We talking about practice? Yeah, we're talking about practice because practice creates habit that transfer on to game day on the field. You practice your skill. This guy's practicing to catch the ball with one hand. With that being said, no, OBJ is not who we thought he was. He is who he is, and it wasn't the quarterback. It's the receiver. It wasn't the quarterback delivering the ball to OBJ. It's the receiver, a prima donna. He wants Hollywood. He wants the highlight reel. That's all he cares about. Making the highlights. The ball comes to you, and unless that defender is committing pass interference and he has one of your arms, and you can't get that other arm up to go for the ball, you catch the ball with two hands. That's my take on OBJ. San Francisco improves to 6-5. They get a game over 500. And the 505 Vikings fall to the Niners. The record goes to 5-6, one game under 500. I've already talked about this game, the Sunday night 8:20 football game. The 6-5 Cleveland Browns travel to Baltimore to take on the 7-3 Ravens. My second favorite game of the week. We'll see if Brother John can continue a family tradition of the week, like his Harbaugh coach brother for the Michigan Wolverines got a win against Ohio State yesterday. An exhilarating and emotionally charged for the Wolverine. Harbaugh's first win against Ohio State as a Michigan Wolverine head football coach. The stadium went wild. There was over 100,000 fans in the stands. Now John Harbaugh with the Ravens wants to share some of his exhilarating coaching style and get the win today. Unfortunately, I don't have that happening today. And I've got the Browns winning, and strictly because of the fact that the Ravens are going to have to focus. Yeah, they got the number 2 run defense, but they're going to focus that run defense to stop the number 1 run offense, and that of the Browns. So it's going to help Baker Mayfield out, so or not, because he's going against a 29th ranked pass defense in the Ravens. So we got the Browns winning that game today. Sunday Night Football, the Browns win that game today. Monday Night Football, the Seattle Seahawks at 3-7. I'm sorry, that's sorry. Guys, what do you think's going to happen with Russell Wilson? 2022. Is Russell Wilson a Seattle Seahawk? Or is he one of the other 31 teams? Quarterback for one of the other 31 teams? I believe he moves on. I honestly do. In fact, I think they should have got rid of him last year before the start of the 2021 season. We knew there was turmoil there. Yes, Scott Wilson does want to be traded. It's a pretty obvious thing. We thought that was going to happen prior to the start of the 2021 season. It didn't happen. I'm almost positive it happens before the 2022 season begins. In fact, I think we'll see it before April. Where do you guys think you will see Russell Wilson starting 2022 season? A couple teams I can think of right now. But the thing is when I think of these teams, can they afford him? Can they afford him? That's what you look at. Seattle travels to Washington. I got Washington winning this game. Okay? I got Washington winning this game. Why? Well, they're ranked number 4 at stopping the rush. Okay? And yeah, not saying a lot. They're number 23 at stopping the pass, but they are playing the Seahawks. Okay? They are playing the Seahawks. And Seattle is garbage against the pass. They're garbage against the pass. Worse than the Washington football team at number 28. They're just bad at it. And they're ranked 18th at the run. This is Seattle's not a very good team this year. Their record says it right there. Their record says it. I mean, they're 3-7, last place in the division. It's not good. Scott says Wilson to San Francisco. I mean, it would be interesting to see what San Francisco could, if they can, and would do with Garoppolo. And let's not forget, you just drafted a rookie quarterback. First round. So, Scott, I don't see that. I really don't. The Trey Lance and San Francisco rookie quarterback. That being said, that's the future of the 49ers. I think they believe that. It's good for him to sit out here this year, hone his skill for NFL speed. I do not see that. San Francisco improving for 2022. They're going to get back to what they had a couple years ago that they should have never destroyed, which was a great defense. And what wins championships? What takes you to a Super Bowl? Huh? Because you still got the same quarterback that took you there. But what you don't have is that defense that you sold off. So I don't see San Francisco doing anything at the quarterback position. What I do see them doing, improving their defense in 2022. That's what I see happening. But as far as their game here for Seattle going to Washington, I got Washington winning that one. That wraps it up right there, guys. I'm going to go over my picks again right now for you. Over my picks again for you. I have the Buccaneers beating the Colts today in Indianapolis. The Jets are on the road today and lose to the Texans. How about that, Texas? The Eagles are on the road today and get a win and improve to 6-6, beating the New York Giants. The Panthers are at the Dolphins. I asked you guys for help earlier in the show. Nobody gave it to me. Nobody gave it to me. The Panthers are at the Dolphins. I would like to say Cam Newton has lost his last 8 consecutive starts as a starter. Going back to 2018 with the Panthers, when he has started, he has lost the last 8 consecutive starts as a Panther. He gets to start today. The Dolphins are good this time of year. And I'll tell you what, I asked for help on this. Scott, sometimes Scott, you tell me Panthers win, but sometimes Scott, I got a question. If you think emotionally, are you thinking from here or here? I got to question that sometimes. But Scott, I think Cam Newton is going to do enough. I'm not sure Cam Newton's going to do enough with his arm today, but I think he is going to do it with his legs when they get in that red zone, and it's a goal line offense. There's too many options, and I don't think you can stop that option of Cam keeping the ball at 6'5" and 50 pounds, whatever he is. I'm going to take the Panthers with you, Scott. Carrying on here, I've got the Titans at the Patriots. The Patriots get the win at home. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Cincinnati. Cincinnati gets the win and the division if Baltimore loses. Okay? Cincy will go to first place. Falcons go to the Jaguars, and the Falcons get a win and improve to 5-6. Still under 500, but hey. The Chargers at 6-4 travel to Denver 5-5. Chargers get the win and improve to 7-4. Scott, you got the Titans winning, huh? Against the Patriots? Well, let's talk about that, Scott. How? So I want to know that, Scott. How do the Titans win that game? Let's talk about that, Scott. You got the Titans winning in New England. Right away, give New England 3.5. Okay? So, Scott, would you agree with me that Mac Jones, the rookie quarterback for the New England Patriots, certainly doesn't look like a rookie quarterback? You think he looks like a rookie quarterback? Would you agree with me that he, first of all, does not look like a rookie quarterback? Would you agree with me that he's an accurate passer? Now, I will tell you this. Overall, New England ranks number 6 in team offense. The Titans rank number 8, but let's remember why. Well, here we go. Here we go. The Titans are not as good on offense when we talk team offense, okay? They're just not, okay? If you want to talk about the passing offense, the Titans' passing offense is ranked 16, okay? 16. The Patriots are ranked 11, okay? I'm not done. Okay? The rushing. Tennessee Titans are ranked number 5. I want you to remember something. The majority of that came when Henry was there. Okay? Where the Patriots are ranked number 10. Okay? So what I'm going to tell you right there is, actually, according to offense, the Titans are not more complete than the Patriots. Now let's move over to defense. Okay? The Tennessee Titans are ranked number 8 against the run, and the Patriots right behind them at number 11. That's close. Here's the problem you're going to find that actually disproves your point that the Titans are a more complete team. Okay? The pass defense. The Patriots are ranked number 7. The Titans are ranked number 27. And there's your biggest spread of a difference as far as it goes for complete team. Actually, statistically speaking, it is the Patriots, statistically speaking. And you are watching Sports Static. Statistically speaking, the Patriots are overall a better team. Overall. The difference in the game today, you don't have Henry running the ball. Okay? You don't. So you take away the biggest threat immediately. I could see it as an upset, but to me, an upset game of the week would be something of an upset game of the week would be, let's see, maybe the Broncos beating the Chargers. or something, you know. But I can see that be upsetting. It would be. But I just think that there's a lot of teams, a lot of picks out there that got the Patriots, because you're talking about this rookie quarterback for the Patriots who we know is an accurate passer, a damn good one, okay? We've seen this. He doesn't look like a rookie. And he's licking his chops today by going up against a 27th ranked pass defense in that of the Titans. That's the difference maker right there, Scott. Okay? And that's why I got the Patriots winning that game. That's it right there. That's where I made my decision on that. I got the Bengals winning at home today, beating the Steelers. I've got the Falcons beating the Jaguars, the Chargers beating the Broncos, the Rams on the road improved to 8-3 to beat the 8-3 Packers. The Vikings on the road lose today to the 49ers. The Browns go on the road and get a win against the Ravens. That's going to be a great game today. Monday Night Football, the Seattle Seahawks take another loss. They're going to be 3-8 on the season. Washington gets the win over Seattle, improves to 5-6. There it is. Ran through it one more time. That puts us at 40 minutes outside of kickoff today, guys. I'm the hell out of here. Enjoy your Sunday football, guys. It is going to be a great football, Sunday football. I can't wait. Hope you guys enjoy it. Peace out, my friends. Peace out. I'm going to leave you guys on a good note here. Okay? Let me leave you guys on a good note. Here's my last note.
Full Contact Sports.